and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. And a look at the status here of both teams. Now it's ended down to David Aldridge standing by.
Kevin, thanks. Star player.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. They've got Nikola Jokic. Michael Porter's out there with Gordon. And it's Rivers. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here's Lillard.
They're coming.
From deep. Denver grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Jokic passes to Porter. Denver keeping it going. A new 14-second clock. Out to the wing. Jokic against Nurkic. Clock at 4. Second chance shot. And the rebound by Nurkic.
Even when the D is playing off of him, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
Here's Lillard. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Love seeing Lillard work it in close. I mean, he has the skills to convert at a high rate.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dave can score whenever he wants to. But this team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
And he gets it back.
0 for 3, not the start they're looking for.
For the finish. And Damian Lillard throws it down hard.
Oh, it's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Over to the left wing. Here's Jokic. Gordon trying to break loose. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Hey, they've broken the seal. 3 misses to start, but now they're back in business.
Lillard looking around. It's McCollum on the wing. Inside, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
The Nuggets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Kicks it to Porter. Passes to Rivers. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Just 1 for 5 from the field now. I mean, they've come out flat. They need to pick up the energy.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. Now, here's Jokic. To the wing on the left. Campazzo. The shot, no good. Nice D from Lillard. Takes the 3. Trains the three-pointer. Lillard's got his 3rd basket of the night. The Nuggets trail by 7. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. And that one's good by Porter. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Diaz, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. And Portland making a change here. Cantor's checked in. Powell finds McCollum. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard outside. Over Harrison. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
The Nuggets trail by 7. And here's Rivers. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Jokic. And the jumper from down low is good.
There is the unselfishness that coaches love so much. Rivers doing a great job getting it to the open man.
It's Powell on the wing, defended by Gordon. If they time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarter.
And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one.
And there's no question that Gordon is a talented player, and it's clear he wants to be a star in this league.
For the Trailblazers, Anthony's checked in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones comes in for Norman Powell, and it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. And Denver with a change here too. Green's checked in. Anthony. And it's Denver with the rebound. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
We don't talk much about his defense. I mean, Cantor has been much maligned for his work at that end. He's been making a better effort.
He dishes it to McCollum. Feeds to Anthony. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trailblazers. He finishes with 9. Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how he deals.
I look to the times where
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it could make them stronger if they use it right.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
Jones is out there with Anthony. Then there's McCollum. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the 1. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Anthony, the pass to McCollum. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And it's encouraging whenever McCollum scores inside, proving that he's more than just a jump shooter.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Anthony, the pass to Simons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jones from outside. They get it again. Kanter, and there's the feed to Carmelo. There's the triple. A putback, and Kanter able to finish.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Outside Gordon. Green breaking loose. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Gordon.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Simons, the pass to Carmelo. The drive by Gordon. And that one drops.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
Simons surveying the D. Kicks it out to Jones. To the middle. Lays it up off the glass. Jones has got his first 2 points of the night.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Jones against Gordon. And the wide open shot from Green. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Well, that's just a lucky break for the deep. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
On the wing, Gordon. Bobbed up there for Green. It's stolen by Anthony. Inside, here's McCollum. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Now it's a 5-point Portland lead.
Oh, this is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Kanter. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Pass to Gordon. 1:57 left in the first half. And Jones over to Helm. Kicks it out to Gordon. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Jones. Norman Powell's checked in for McCollum. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons.
Well, that's just too easy for McGee. I mean, the minute he establishes position in this area, the defense is done.
Pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. 1:30 left in the first half of the game. There's the pass to Covington. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen by McGee. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Oh, Porter in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Powell, the pass to Lillard. There's 57 seconds left in the first half of basketball. 5 on the clock. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
You expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
That gives them the lead. Porter's got the lead up to 1 now for Denver.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Lillard outside. Down low. Nurkic kicks to Covington with his first shot attempt. The Nuggets have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Here's Harrison. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Now here's Lillard, guarded closer. Count that one.
Such a smart play. Lillard willing to take the jumper from the mid-range.
From deep three-point range. No good on the last second attempt there. And that'll do it for the first half. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They did give up a couple baskets more than
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Jokic is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Michael Porter. Then it's Rivers. Gordon finds Jokic. 6 to shoot. He gets that one.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Back to Rivers. And a minute played as the second half gets going. To the inside. Here's Covington. No points in the game yet for him. Floats it up there for Nurkic. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
That'll get you a pat on the back from your teammate McCollum. Unselfish and aware, picking out the perfect pass.
Rivers passes to Jokic. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. In the corner, Powell with it. To the paint. Here's McCollum. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. McCollum's got 6.
Ooh, what body control from McCollum. This guy's just a scorer. He takes on all comers.
Passes it to Rivers. Here's Jokic. Sweet little floater. Jokic has got 4 this quarter.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
McCollum against Rivers. Now, here's Nurkic. He's guarded close. It's good. 8 points for him.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Jokic. He can't get that one. And it's Portland the other way. Now Lillard. He's got 11. To the inside. Outside Covington. From the arc. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Rivers. Back to Gordon. And he overshot that one, missing. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Offensive rebound. Gordon. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And an active player, Gordon can be a handful to keep up with throughout the course of the game.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard. .135 left in the third. Simons, the pass to Powell. Millsap kicks to Gordon. Back to Millsap. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. McGee's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nuggets.
A specialty of McGee's. I mean, he's a high-activity guy who's opportunistic on the offensive glass.
Here's Simons. Stolen by McGee. Gordon with it. 8 points for him. Here's Millsap. And the layup's good off the glass. Now it's a 5-point Denver lead.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Powell kicks to Cantor. Pass to Simons. Picked away. And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And the shot goes in. Porter's got 8 points.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
Can they get it? And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. 24 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. McGee with the block.
When we mentioned McGee's outstanding length, there, you saw what he did. He used that to swat the shot.
To the middle. They kick it out to Green. Campazzo. Off on that one. The third quarter comes to a close. Nuggets lead by 5. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the floor for Portland, Anthony out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Simons in at the point. Pass to Porter. Outside, Green. The pass to Rivers. For the three. Powell pulls it in.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. The good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Trailblazers trail by 5. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Powell against Rivers. Anthony with the bucket. Anthony's got 4 points in the quarter.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Feeds it to Porter. Shoots over Powell. Porter, no luck. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Cantor, the pass to Anthony. Out to the right wing. Cantor inside. He's guarded by Rivers. Count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut to just 1 point on the basket from Enes Kanter. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Shoots from the baseline, and Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Inside, here's Anthony. Got a piece of it. Now here's Rivers. Right side, Millsap. Campazzo is covered by Kanter. Millsap misses, and JaMychal Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. So for the Trailblazers, Collin comes in for Norman Powell, and Damian Lillard subbed in for Anfernee Simons. And then for Denver, Jokic, he's checked in for Millsap, and Gordon subbed in for JaMychal Green. Jones. Denver grabs the miss. It's Rivers on the wing. From past the arc, stolen by Kanter. Here's Lillard. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
But Lillard, he's an exceptional player. He's a guy you trust to make the right decision in these moments.
Passes it to Rivers. Three-pointer. The shot off that time. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. So for the Trailblazers, Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. And it's Little in for Jones. Lillard outside. 5 to shoot. And Lillard throws it down.
Lillard is capable of getting up to slam it home. You better keep him out of the paint.
The Nuggets trail by 3. Harrison kicks to Green. The Nuggets moving the ball around. They could use a bucket, and Jokic slams it in.
Huge. Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Lillard outside. Pass to McCollum. He blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Bobbed up there for Green. Up high to stop the alley-oop. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
Lillard attacking the dunk and the foul. The coach's challenge has been issued. This game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
This is the type of guy I like, from undrafted to a quality role player. I mean, he has heart. He's gotten better every year. Covington adds a lot to this team. He can let that thing fly, too. He's a fearless shooter.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're down by 3. 11 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Yeah, they have a little time to work with. The most important thing is to make whatever you take.
Rivers finds Jokic. Fires the 3. No good from three-point territory. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. What a show they put on here at home tonight. The Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge. And with tip-off coming up.
Well, guys, I'm very...
You certainly come a long way, D.A. Thank you. short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Nurkic is out there with Giles. Then it's Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Simons in at the 2 spot. And for the Mavericks, they've got Porzingis, Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position.
Not much the defense could do there with Richardson bouncing like that.
A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney-Smith is tough, and, Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year, more efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney-Smith is a guy you can win with.
And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Richardson the pass to Marjanovic. Richardson outside. Here's Doncic. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
A nice shot by Simons.
Really good ball movement there in transition.
Now Doncic. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And the dunk by Doncic.
Well, the main weapon in Doncic's attack, he really excels at finding lanes and then taking advantage of them.
Lillard with it. Shoots over Doncic. And that one hits back iron. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Now the pass to Finney-Smith. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands, too.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Now, here's Lillard. Pass to Simons. Back to Lillard. Pass to Simons. Just 4 to shoot. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Covington against Richardson. Left side, Porzingis. And that one's good, Marjanovic. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Boy, KP wanting to dish it when his guys are open. I love that team first attitude on display.
Cantor, the pass to Lillard, and stolen by Richardson. It's Hardaway with the drive. And Covington sends it back. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor. And the Mavericks with some changes. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Redick comes in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. And Portland with a change here, too. Jones is checked in. And it's Jones with the ball for the Trailblazers. They trail by 6. Took him no time at all on that one.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
Now here's Brunson. 1:04 left to play in the first. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Boy, Powell showing you great aggressiveness that time, fighting hard to come up with that offensive rebound.
Lillard against Brunson. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. The 17-footer goes down. McCollum's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Brunson scanning the floor. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
And I think Powell is terrific in the pick and roll. Knows how to dive after he sets the screen.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock, and that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for J.J. Redick.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Here's Brunson. Can't cash in from the high post. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's Dallas leading by 4. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg, he is still...
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Dwight Powell is out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Burke in at the shooting guard position. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Here's Brunson. Can't hit from 12. Portland trailing here. Jones, the pass to Simons. Portland moving the ball around. Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Burke. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Harry Giles comes in for Anthony. Now here's Brunson. He's covered closely. Cauley-Stein kicks to Brunson. Here's Hardaway. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
You know, for Tim Hardaway Jr., it's the family business. His dad was a pro and an outstanding one in his own right in the NBA. So Jr. knows exactly what it takes to excel at this level.
Robert Covington's checked in for Jones. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Kleber, the pass to Brunson. And here is Kleber. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Stolen by Brunson. And there's a whistle. That goes on Harry Giles. That's his first foul. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Lillard's checked in. Doncic passes to Marjanovic. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. The Mavericks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And Portland making a change here. Simons is checked in.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
11 feet away. And finished off by Nurkic.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
That's one of the few mistakes they've made this half. Turnovers haven't been an issue for them yet.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Doncic against Lillard. Pass to Giles. He's looking for Lillard and finds him. Elbow shot is on the way. And no good that time. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Lillard's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Doncic left side. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Takes it out to Covington. The pass to Nurkic. Lillard outside. Shoots from the elbow. The rebound by Marjanovic.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
And that one, good.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
Now Covington. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And they pick up 2.
Doncic showing you his smarts there because he really sized up the situation and took advantage of what the defense gave him.
Lillard against Doncic. Three-pointer. And that's good. Damian Lillard for 3. Lillard's got the lead up to 1 now for the Trailblazers. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Doncic outside and stolen by Lillard. And now Lillard pushing it up. No one back to stop. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
What a play.
Boy, you have to respect the quickness of Lillard now because he's excellent at using his hands to complement those quick feet to come up with steals.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis. With 1 on the clock. Count it. Good. Porzingis has got 4 points in the quarter. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Their biggest deficit was 6 points in the opening. That's all for now.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. They've got Enes Kanter. Anthony is out there with Jones. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's McCollum in at the guard position. Powell with it. And it's Richardson picking him up. Kanter. It's hauled in by Richardson. The Mavericks leading. Cauley Stein dishes to Doncic. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Boy, like seeing these passes. Doncic has a keen sense for when one of his guys is open, and he gets it to him on time, on target.
McCollum outside. And it's in there. McCollum's got 6 points.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. And the Mavericks making a change here. Marjanovic is checked in. Doncic passes to Marjanovic. And it's good, 2 points. He has 6.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside. Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Marjanovic kicks to Kleba. Doncic with it. Shot clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Cauley Stein. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists in the game.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Here's Doncic, and it's Portland with the rebound.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Doncic outside. In the corner, it's Richardson. Pass to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Well, it's almost like Richardson has a sixth sense for those openings. Knows just where to send it.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 11. The feed to Nurkic. An easy 2 points on the layup. Nurkic has got his second basket of the night.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Now here's Doncic. D right on him. Count the basket. Doncic has got 6.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Feeds it to Nurkic, and it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. So both teams making some changes here. There's 1:17 left to play here in the third. McCollum dishes to Anthony. Shoots over Powell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Cantor. Back to Anthony. He feeds it to Jones. A second chance effort. Porzingis with the block.
Boy, Porzingis doing a nice job staying in position and then using his reach to block shots.
Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Norman Powell's checked in for Lillard.
You know, guys, when I look at KP, I think he's got the talent to be a franchise player. As long as he stays healthy, I think he'll be a force in the league for a while.
Powell finds McCollum. Over Hardaway. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down to 6 and the bucket from McCollum.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
Powell, the pass to Brunson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Enes Kanter.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
No luck that time either. Trailblazers trail by 6. Lobs it up for Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Here's Powell. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Maverick. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. J.J. Redick is out there with Jalen Brunson. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the power forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Richardson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Norman Powell comes in for Anfernee Simons. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Damian Lillard. Brunson kicks to Porzingis. Richardson the pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Man, I like how close Porzingis gets to the rim. I mean, he knows when he's this deep, the defense really has no chance to keep him from dunking.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Passes it to Campbell. Dishes it to Anthony. Buries it from about 10 feet away.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Brunson. Outside Hardaway. And there is a whistle. That'll go on Derek Jones. That'll be his second foul of the game. A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Doncic. Basket good. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
Boy, such a soft release on this difficult shot. Doncic is a master at knowing how and when to use that shot.
And Lillard kicks to Giles. He's off on that one.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Marjanovic passes to Richardson. Back to Marjanovic. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That'll be his second foul of the game. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Doncic outside. 6 on the shot clock. Richardson attacking. Here's Porzingis. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Trailblazers trail by 4.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Doncic against Lillard. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Richardson outside. He dishes it to Doncic. Pass to Marjanovic. Back to Doncic. Up again. Porzingis on the foul.
Knowing his team needs a hoop, Porzingis says, I'll get it done.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Simons. The Mavericks pull it in. Marjanovic has got 5 rebounds tonight. With some arc. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Guys, you look at Porzingis, and it seems like he's got a knack for chasing down the ball on the offensive glass. Really good instinct.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check, and was maybe a step out of his range. Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Three-pointer, Lillard, and no good. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and stolen by Lillard. Covington passes to Simons. Doncic with the steal. Down low, out to Hardaway. It's tipped. Right side, Porzingis. Doncic outside. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Marjanovic. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And now it's a 10-point Maverick lead.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Dallas again turning it over. $19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lillard against Doncic. And Lillard kicks to foul. The pass to Lillard. To halt the run. And that one, good.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes, even then...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA Bet. And as the
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed, something special, David. Thanks. Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. We've got Josh Richardson. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. And for Denver, Green is out there with Porter. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Nikola Jokic. Now here's Porzingis. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Misses off the left iron. Here's the Nuggets now with the ball. Porter passes to Jokic. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, just phenomenal at using that vertical on the offensive boards. Porter just gifted at coming up with second and third chance opportunities.
Now here's Richardson. Pass to Finney Smith. Doncic outside. Passes it to Porzingis. Shot clock at 3. That shot off the mark. And Denver the other way now. Poked loose. And the turnover again by Denver.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
Campazzo, Richardson covering. Porter against Marjanovic. And here's Morris for three. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic kicks to Marjanovic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Dallas shooting their first free throws of the game. The first one falls. So he gets them both. Now Morris. Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. On the wing, Morris. Shot clock at 5. Denver passing it around. Jokic. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, this is how you shut him down. A tremendous contest against a very skilled player.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
How about the vision from the young Latvian Porzingis, showing he really can read the floor and capitalize.
Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Here's Morris, following the score by Dallas. Outside, Porter. Richardson with the double team. Green inside the three-point line. The offensive rebound. Here's Jokic. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Doncic feeling it out. Outside, Porzingis. Porzingis is doubled. Over Porter. Porzingis can't hit. The Nuggets trail by 6. Plenty of space. And that's good off the glass that time.
Boy, that's as wide open as you're going to get. The defense needs to lock in and be better than that.
And here is Doncic. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Over Green. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Morris. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. 34 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Outside for Redick. McGee against Brunson. Clock at 6 to the middle. And Cauley Stein with the basket on the assist from Hardaway.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring. And Tim Hardaway says, you know what? My teammate's open. I'm going to get him the ball.
Here's Harrison. Brunson covering. Harrison passes to Millsap. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Here's Brunson. Here's Cauley Stein, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. 1 quarter in the books. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a few thoughts about how to help him.
Selfless. I mean, you need to put your...
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
They've got JaVale McGee, Harrison out there with Monte Morris. Then there's Gordon, and it's Millsap in at the 4 spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. 6 to shoot. Hardaway dishes to Burke. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Burke with it, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Outside Hardaway. He dishes it to Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
There's the pass to Harrison. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. And stolen by Cauley Stein. Outside Hardaway. Inside, Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
You have got to commend Powell on his positioning. I'll tell you, he buries himself deep, and he's going to sky for that slam dunk.
And when you watch Hardaway shoot, one thing that stands out, he has a very quick release.
And, Greg, that's what makes the jumper very tough to contest, especially when he's dialing it up from range. You have to stay connected to this guy defensively. It's not easy to do with the other weapons on this team.
Here's Burke. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Back to Powell. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway.
Well, this is a big part of what Dwight Powell needs to do. Battle hard on the offensive glass, turn those second chance opportunities into points.
Pass to Gordon. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
And a tough season a year ago for Aaron Gordon, Doris. Fell short of the output he had the last few years and had a tough time hitting from the outside.
Look, Greg, you're an former NBA player, so you know the history here. Trying to find a rhythm while fighting through injuries is very difficult to do. This guy's got unbelievable athleticism. He's sharpening his skills. I think it's just a matter of time for Aaron Gordon. You cannot let Doncic get established on the interior. This guy feels very comfortable wherever he is on the floor.
Pass to Harrison. 1:58 left in the second quarter. Doncic with the steal. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Passes it to Millsap. Back to Rivers. All alone. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Dallas with the ball. They're on a 10-2 run here, and it's blocked by Gordon.
Boy, the vertical that Aaron Gordon has helps him on the defensive end. Twice on the pipes with that block.
And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. Here's Finney-Smith, and it's blocked by Gordon. Harrison scanning the floor. Doncic with the steal. Outside, Porzingis. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Outside Gordon. The feed now to Millsap. And he uses the glass on the layup. Millsap's got his second bucket.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Doncic outside. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Harrison kicks to Rivers. And it's McGee atop the key. Rivers against Doncic. And stolen by Richardson. Here we go, 1-on-1. Here's Porzingis. Good work there as it goes. Porzingis has got the lead up to 9 now for Dallas.
Scoring through contact is something Kristaps Porzingis has got to get used to in the NBA. Teams try to get physical with this guy.
And so
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. At one stretch in the opening period, they built. And that should.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
I don't know that you necessarily think of him as someone who's going to create for others, but boy, all night he's been willing to make the extra pass.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. J.J. Redick is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Cauley Stein in at the 5 spot. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Nuggets trail by 9. Rivers passes to Millsap over Porzingis. Here's Jokic. Misses the baby hook.
Well, an 0 for 3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
Porzingis kicks to Hardaway. Dallas moving it around. Cauley Stein against Millsap. They get it back. Porzingis misses in close. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. And there's the pass to Harrison. Shot clock at 6. They shoot again. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Dwight Powell's checked in for Dallas. Maxi Kleber comes in for J.J. Redick. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. The putback, it's good on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 11.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Hardaway against Rivers. Jokic passes to Gordon. Jokic kicks to Rivers. Denver with a new 14. Millsap trying to get open. Jokic with the bucket.
And just paying attention to the details and makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
Brunson the pass to Powell. Back to Brunson. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble from 3 and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Pass to Gordon. Dishes to Millsap. Here's Harrison. Outside Millsap. Jacks up a 3. The shot by Harrison, no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
The fadeaway. The shot by Powell, no good. The Nuggets trail by 9. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Green kicks to Porter. Green in the post. Guarded by Doncic. Denver needs to get off his shot. Campazzo. And another miss by Denver.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Porzingis. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
Well, what a pleasure to have a 7-footer who you can play through, because Kristaps Porzingis, that nice shooting form, carries over to the free throw line. That is crucial.
Outside, Green. He kicks it to Morris. Green with the ball. And it's Richardson picking him up. Morris, no good. Pass to Finney-Smith. Now here's Porzingis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense. At which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so it's Dallas sitting with, and with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Mavericks leading by 14. We've got Green. Porter is out there with Jokic. Then there's Monte Morris. That's the group on the floor for Denver. The Nuggets shooting a meager 37% for the game. Yep, it counts.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
Now, here's Doncic. To the inside. Powell. Back to Doncic. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Green dishes to Morris. Back to Green. To the paint. Here's Jokic. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Plays a rugged game down low. Jokic's toughness adds character to the identity of this team.
Pass to Marjanovic. Doncic against Green. He gets it in there. Doncic has got the lead up to 14 now for the Mavs.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
And Doncic, here we go. And that one drops for him. And so here's Denver. They trail by 14. Morris passes to Porter. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And Dallas again with the bucket.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Richardson against Morris. Here's Jokic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Here's Doncic. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Floats it up for Jokic. And Jokic throws it down. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
The sneaky athleticism of Jokic reminding everyone that he's capable of hammering it down on those alley-oops.
Doncic against Green. It's good. Doncic has got 10 points in the quarter.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
A nightly double-double threat. Jokic is also an exceptional playmaker for a guy that size.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. 1 miss can make a big difference.
And the shot is good. Doncic has got 12 points here in the second half.
Luka Doncic has superstar written all over him. He's cooking.
Outside, Green. 1:12 left in the fourth quarter. And the pass to Jokic. Just 5 to shoot. From outside the arc, the Nuggets with another miss. The Mavericks have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Dallas.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Luka Doncic.
Boy, his activity really stood out to me on the defensive end. He harassed ball handlers, came up with steals in transition. You had the feeling guys were looking over their shoulder, worried he was going to pick their pocket.
Offensive rebound for Zingis. Out to Doncic. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Jokic controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Boy, you better be mindful of that wingspan that Jokic possesses, especially when he's attacking the backboards.
Off the mark. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for... Hi, let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3 slot. And for the Nuggets, Aaron Gordon out there with Jokic. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Rivers, and it's Porter in at the small forward position. Now here's Gordon. And Porter, here we go. Yep, it counts. Porter's got the first points up on the board here for the Nuggets. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. Lillard against Morris from deep, and it's Damian Lillard with the 3.
And we know it. We've seen it. Lillard's range extends well beyond the three-point line. Hard to keep a hand in his face from that far out.
Now, here is Morris. Rivers passes to Morris. Now, here's Jokic. He's guarded by McCollum. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Jokic. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Such an outstanding effort there for the big man to stay focused with his shot. Jokic, tremendous concentration.
Rivers against McCollum. Kicks to Lillard. Unable to get that one. Good defense by Jokic. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets.
The playmaking of Jokic, so incredible. Creating this inverted offense. Bones, for your money, does it matter what position your best playmaker occupies?
I don't think so. And Jokic might be the secret sauce to that, and proving that from the center position, much like Arvydas Sabonis and Vlade Divac before him, can impact and also frustrate opposing defenses because you can't stop the center from making these kind of plays. Not really much of a flow offensively yet, only 1 of 4 from the field.
Jokic trying to free himself up. Morris with the bucket.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
For Portland, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Rivers. And here's the fast break. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And that one is off.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Now, here is Morris. After the miss from Damian Lillard. And he banks in the layup. Lillard's got 5.
Well, compact and strong. Lillard using his frame and still finishes.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Jokic passes to Rivers. Second shot opportunity. Rebound by Nurkic. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Powell. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Millsap comes in for Michael Porter, and it's Harrison in for Morris. Cantor checked in for Portland. Carmelo Anthony comes in for McCollum. Here's Harrison after Enes Kanter's basket. Rivers with it. Now Anthony defending. Here's Gordon. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Here's Lillard. Got a hand on it. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now here's Anthony. The pass to Cantor. Second chance shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, there's a poison apple scenario there. Cantor with the polished up fake. If you bite, you lose.
And Cantor drops them both. There's 47 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Harrison. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Millsap kicks to Harrison. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Well, you overreact to Paul Millsap. Good job of him staying patient and then finding one of his open teammates.
Simons surveying the D. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Millsap passes to McGee. He kicks it to Rivers. Millsap dishes to McGee. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Enes Kanter.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Both free throws good from McGee. And we reached the end of the first quarter. The Nuggets on top, leading by 4. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upbringing when it comes to...
I think it comes from the...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Denver. Green is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's JaVale McGee. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Harrison in at the point. Portland trailing here. Now here's Kanter. Pass to Simons. Six to shoot. From 10 feet out, Kanter. And Kanter able to finish. Kanter's got 6 points.
Like when his motor is running and he's playing with high levels of energy, Kanter is a monster on the offensive glass.
Rivers against McCollum. Rivers kicks to McGee. Harrison in the corner. McGee inside. Excellent D from Kanter. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Simons, the pass to Anthony. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. He played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree.
And doing much better now in that first quarter, converting less than 30% of their field goal opportunities, bouncing back nicely here in the second.
Now here's Millsap. No points in the game yet for him. Can they get it? And too long on the shot. Portland leading by 4. Anthony finds Jones. And Shaquille Harris gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Michael Porter, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Morris comes in for Austin Rivers. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Powell, he's checked in for Jones. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Now Millsap. After the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. Here's Harrison. Passes to Green. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
That's just poor communication between those two. The passer has to make sure his teammate is established, and the teammate has to know the pass is coming. See, that's communication.
Jokic has checked in for Denver. Gordon comes in for Shaquille Harrison. Powell kicks to Lillard. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
Just straight quickness. Lillard showing off the effortless blow-by.
The Nuggets trail by 6. Outside Gordon. Poked away. Stolen by Cantor. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it. The fast break chance.
And that's how you do it. Impressive play, explosive finish.
Yeah, sweet finishes like that, you see everybody get up. Look at the guys on the bench. They're fired up.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better? That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. McCollum's checked in. Lillard outside. Launches it. The Trailblazers rebound. Covington kicks to Powell. Pass to McCollum. Clock at 6. From deep three-point range. The shot, no good. And the Nuggets going the other way. Here's Gordon. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Shot clock and game clock separated by... Whoa!
Yikes.
I mean, that's a rugged play.
Gracious. And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Morris passes to Jokic, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Dishes to Porter. Morris outside. Jokic inside. And yes, it's good. Jokic has got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, the inside game of Jokic continues to improve. Adept at using that big body, finding an angle, and taking advantage.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They never put themselves in too much danger. And that does it for our...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
On the court for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Harrison. Outside Millsap. Double team on Millsap. Here's Harrison. That 3 off the mark. Covington with it. Now defended by Jokic. Here's Lillard. Up again. And the second chance effort by McCollum. McCollum's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Portland.
Sometimes CJ, just with movement alone, finds himself in the right spot, and this time picks up a couple of garbage points.
Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Terrific effort from him really all night, yet despite his supreme marksmanship, they're still operating at a deficit.
Lillard outside. Shoots from 14, and that's off the glass and in. Lillard's got the lead up to 8 now for Portland.
That's the strength of Lillard's game right there. Gorgeous arc, too, on that jump shot. Up in the air a little bit more.
Harrison passes to Millsap. Back to Harrison. There's the pass to Jokic. Shoots over Nurkic. Jokic, no good. Portland leading by 8. To the middle. And McCollum with the slam.
I mean, you could just see it there. He's got all the tools, and when it comes to scoring, there isn't much McCollum can't do.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
It's his first trip to the line.
A 78% foul shooter a season ago. Pretty steady when he's at the line.
And the Nuggets with some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jokic. Green comes in for Paul Millsap. And it's Austin Rivers in for Michael Porter. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard. And there's the call on Jones. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Denver. Jokic has checked in for JaVale McGee. And Monte Morris subbed in for Shaquille Harrison.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Powell dishes to Jones. Anthony kicks to Powell. Back to Anthony. And he makes that one.
Quick fire on that shot. Melo with the catch and shoot jumper. No defense for that play.
On the wing, Green. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. And it's Jokic missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And there's a minute 45 left to play in the third. To the inside. Simons, the pass to Kanter. And it's good for 2. Kanter's got 8 points.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Out to Morris. Pass to Gordon from about 16. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
1:05 left here in the third quarter. A nice shot by Simons.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Now here's Rivers, guarded closely. Here's Jokic. Green breaking loose. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut back down to 10 with the basket from Jokic.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Simons, the pass to Powell. And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That's his first foul. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Green. And then for the Trailblazers, McCollum's checked in for Norman Powell. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Nobody near Lillard. Nailed from three-point land. 16 points for him.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. C.J. McCollum with the rebound.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Kicks it out to Jones. Inside, here's Anthony. Here's Cantor. The shot that time, not on target. And so it's Portland, 13 points up at the end of the period. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Morris is out there with Austin Rivers, and it's Porter at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. On defense, the Trailblazers. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Jokic carrying that standard for a superstar big man. For your money, though, Bones, is he the best true center in the game?
I don't think he's a true center in the sense, GA, that you can't really go down to the post and have him create his own offense by scoring the basketball. Of course, he's going to create plays for his teammates. I still think AD holds that title right now.
Lillard misses. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. 11-point game. The kick out to Porter. Back to Jokic. And Covington sends it back. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Guarded by Porter. Anthony, the pass to Lillard. From deep. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
And finished off by Nurkic.
Lillard becoming better at staying patient, knowing that at any point in a possession, he can take advantage of somebody. That time he found the open man.
Passes it to Jokic. Back to Rivers. Pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down hard.
I like that, staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
Portland leading by 11. Lillard, the pass to Covington. Back to Lillard. And they call an illegal screen here.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Powell, he's jacked in for Portland. Morris right side. Here's Jokic. Millsap left side. And stolen by Lillard. They push it up 4 on 3.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. The Nuggets trail by 13. Rivers looking over the floor. Jokic kicks to Rivers. He feeds it to Millsap. And Covington sends it back. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Lillard from deep three-point land. Denver grabs the miss.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
Millsap, nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Well, Millsap, the go-to guy here. This offense has some sets where they like to get him the ball in some isolation. Good work on the inside that time.
Morris against Lillard. That one drops for him.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Jokic, even though we look at his body and you don't think he plays physically, he can do that.
Denver making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. That one is no good.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line.
Lillard outside.
Right here, right here.
McCollum outside from deep three-point range. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Trailblazers.
If they had to battle for this win, there were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the floor of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Damian Lillard.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Morris finds Gordon. Can't hit from 12. It's deflected. Stolen by Gordon. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
Lillard against Morris. And stolen by Gordon. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Here's Porter. He gets that one.
Yeah, Porter working very hard to keep the play alive and come up with some point production.
Lillard outside. No good. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Rip City. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball. Agent.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Porzingis, Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. And for Portland, Giles is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Simons in at the 2-guard spot. Now here's Doncic. Down low. Shot clock at 6. Inside, Marjanovic. Porzingis trying to get free. Count the basket. Tonight, Greg, 2 teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times.
It's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
Doncic outside. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
McCollum's checked in for Anfernee Simons. And Dallas with a change here, too. Hardaway's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Giles the pass to McCollum. The Mavericks pull it in. Fast break, Dallas. And the pass to Porzingis. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Doncic with the bucket.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a perfect 4-for-4 start for them. Now they're just getting all the shots they want.
Lillard against Doncic. 14 feet away. Lillard misses.
Oh, I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
The 3 for Doncic. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Outside, Covington. Back to Lillard. Doncic with the steal. Marjanovic against Nurkic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, you got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
Here's Lillard. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Richardson against McCollum. Richardson left side. Back to Porzingis. Off the left rim and out. Trailblazers trail by 10. There's the lob to the hoop.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
For Dallas, they've gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. 1:05 left in the first. Doncic kicks to Richardson. Pass to Porzingis. Just 2 to shoot. Fires at the elbow. They get it back. Marjanovic passes to Porzingis. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Harry Giles. Jones checked in for Robert Covington. And Norman Powell subbed in for Damian Lillard. There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter. Cantor dishes to Jones. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lets it go from 11. The shot by Powell, no good. Mavericks leading by 8. Here's Redick. The shot misses. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. And here's McCollum for 3. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Well, and sometimes you just got to assume every 3 McCollum is going to take is going to go in.
Brunson up top. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time.
When I'm training summer.
The team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas? And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. Looked good as a third scoring option for the team.
And that one, good. Brunson's got his second basket. So it's Portland now. 7-point differential. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Fires the 3. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just 1 so far. To the left side wing. Finney-Smith kicks to Kleba. Here's Finney-Smith. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Tries it from 9. Again, McCollum missing.
And with Melo not having to bear so much of the scoring load, I think was good for him.
Yeah, especially since he took about a year off from playing. Melo had to take a long look in the mirror about how he can help teams win during his absence. But he clearly has something left to offer. Great flow to that possession. 2 players totally in sync with each other.
Jones, the pass to McCollum. Back to Jones. Pass to Conley Stein. Now here's Kleba. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
Damian Lillard's checked in for Portland. Josh Richardson's checked in for the Mavericks. Anthony, the pass to Simon. And it's blocked.
There's an intensity to Richardson's defense. He puts full effort into it. Loves being that thorn in your side.
Finney-Smith kicks to Kleba. Passes it to Finney-Smith. And here is Powell. 4 on the shot clock. Launches a 3. Offensive rebound. To the paint. Here's Cauley Stein. Sinks that one from the post. And the Mavericks lead by 13.
And it's important for Cauley Stein's confidence that he gets these interior shots to fall. The more he sees the ball go in, the more assured he will feel down inside.
Richardson against Lillard. He feeds it to Cantor. Shot to stop the run. He takes it up and lays it in.
A true inside-outside player. We know Cantor can hit a 3, but he's at his best closer in.
There's 53 seconds left now here in the second. Richardson right side. Bucket is good. Richardson's got the lead up to 13 now for the Mavs.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
We talk about killer instinct all the time. He definitely has it. He's keeping his foot on the pedal here.
Here's Lillard. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Lillard's got 6 points.
Oh, it's easy to appreciate Lillard. Fantastic at powering through the D and nailing the shots.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Richardson outside to the middle. Here's Cauley Stein, and it's blocked. And he recovers it. The shot's good.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Lillard with it. 6 points for him. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Cantor. No good on that one. We'll return shortly.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to Luka Doncic. Had a huge first quarter. He had 8 points. Win or lose, Kent. And that does it for our...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Nurkic is out there with Giles. Then it's Robert Covington. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's McCollum in at the point guard. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star
No
last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad that's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Fires from the line. McCollum, no good. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Hardaway passes to Porzingis. Richardson up top. Defended by Covington. Richardson kicks to Hardaway. Here's the floater. Here's Porzingis. Rebound by Nurkic. Trailblazers trail by 12. Here's Giles. The pass to Powell. Here's McCollum. Takes a 3. Buries it from 3-point range. McCollum's got 6.
It was just a mystery what the defense was doing there. You never want to give him that much space outside the 3-point line.
Now, here's Doncic. 8 points for him.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
Covington's shot is off.
Might take them a little while to find their stride here in the second half. Only 1 for 4 so far. They just need to calm down, play their game.
Simons, he's checked in for Portland. Damian Lillard comes in for McCollum. Dallas also making some changes. Redick comes in for Hardaway. And Trey Burke subbed in for Josh Richardson. Lets it go from 14. And Doncic gets it to go. He's got 10.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Lillard against Doncic. Here's Giles. Pass to Covington. Back to Giles. Lillard from outside. Trailblazers keep it alive. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Portland. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic, but hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
Another shot, and the rejection by Cauley-Stein.
And shooters beware. Cauley-Stein is very crafty in how he rises up for the block. So good at catching scores off guard with his wide reach.
There's 1:34 left in the third quarter. Here's Doncic. Makes it off the glass. Doncic has got the lead up to 13 now for Dallas.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Lillard from deep three-point land. No good on the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Cauley-Stein, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Cauley-Stein's got 6.
Oh, man, the relentless pursuit of the basketball by Cauley-Stein. Just a tremendous hustler on the offensive glass.
To the inside, Porzingis with the steal. 43 seconds left to play in the third. And the wide-open shot from Redick. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists in the game. Lillard against Doncic. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein. 3-on-3. Porzingis finds Doncic. Beyond the arc. Kept alive. Outside, Redick. It's stolen by Anthony.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, no need to give the ball back here. You want to close this quarter with momentum.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Got it off in time. Off target. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. And we'll be right back after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. We've got Jalen Brunson. Dwight Powell is out there with Maxi Kleber. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein, and it's Hardaway in at the shooting guard position. Here's Simons, guarded by Hardaway. Anthony. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got his 4th rebound in this one.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Trailblazers trail by 18. Lillard outside. Jones looking for an opening. Here's Anthony. It's not going to go for him. Now Dallas takes it the other way. To the wing right side. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Simons, guarded by Hardaway. Just 5 on the clock. Simons, the pass to Lillard. Kleba with the rebound.
His effort level is there. You can't blame him on that. He's working to get good shots. It's just not connected.
Pass to Hardaway. He dishes it to Powell. Portland grabs the miss. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Anthony, the pass to Simons. Right side, Jones. Trying to find Cantor. Gets it to him. Inside, Anthony. Got it. Good job in the low post.
This is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
And here's Brunson. Pass to Powell. Back to Brunson. Pulls from the top of the key. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Giles checked in for Anthony. And Robert Covington subbed in for Derek Jones. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Maxi Kleba. Richardson, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Doncic, no good.
He makes a lot more of those than he misses. Not sure what threw him off right there.
Covington passes to Cantor. A second chance effort. And Cantor throws it down.
Now, that's a staple of Cantor's game. This guy has a knack for knowing how to come up with offensive boards.
Doncic dishes to Richardson. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Drains it from 17 feet out. And the Mavericks lead by 14.
Methodical from mid-range. Richardson, an effective shooter, so his teammates trust his shot attempts.
Here's Simons. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Oh, that's how you drive your point home right there.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Dallas.
Their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Yeah, excellent defense around the rim there, Kevin. That they were disciplined and focused.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Luka Doncic.
Oh, man, anticipation, instincts, energy, all his tools were on display tonight as he lit the place up.
Kicks it out to Richardson. Goes back up. And it's good off the back rim and in.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this win.
Here's Lillard. Good work there as it goes.
A pick-and-roll master. You got to respect how decisive Lillard is. I mean, he often makes great decisions.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
That doesn't go either for Doncic. Lillard attacking, and Lillard throws it down.
But you can't give any lane to the basket. Once Lillard sees it, he jumps all over you.
From deep, on the money. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. And David.
Hey, Kevin, the Maverick.
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Missing some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. They've got Michael Porter. Jokic is out there with Gordon. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Rivers in at point guard. And for Dallas, they've got Porzingis. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Rivers dishes to Morris. Good on the triple. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Porzingis against Gordon. Pulls up. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Oh, you can't allow Porzingis to get this positioning, guys. I mean, he's too big and skilled, and he showed it there.
Morris kicks to Porter. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Now, here's Doncic to the middle. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, with that emphatic slam.
And, guys, that'll get his heart rate up a little bit, I can tell you that. Watch out. He can be a dangerous player when his motor is revved up that way.
Here's Rivers following the score by Dallas. And, folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this, Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
Yes, that goes in. Marjanovic has got 8 points.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Porzingis with the steal. Here's Richardson, and he banks in the layup.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Passes it to Jokic. Back to Rivers. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Jokic passes to Morris. Clock at 6. They need this one. And it's Jokic missing.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Marjanovic kicks to Richardson. And that one's good. Marjanovic. He's got 10.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Rivers dishes to Gordon. Out to Morris. Down low. Jokic passes to Morris. And again, Denver no good.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
And Finney Smith gets it to go.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Now here's Gordon. Still getting warmed up offensively. No. Oh, that was terrific.
Man, my goodness. Hey, listen, Gordon once jumped over a mascot while putting the ball under his legs in a dunk contest. I mean, he's one of the most ridiculous athletes and dunkers we have in the game.
Here's Doncic. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
And, you know, Porzingis plays with such fearlessness. I love that about him. And he's also a big guy with some agility. And endless range. This guy has in the gym range, if anybody has that.
Green kicks to Harrison. Shoots over Brunson. And so it's Dallas, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. Their defense. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Dallas.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And also like the attack off the bounce. I mean, they're taking the initiative here in terms of getting into the lane and forcing the defense to collapse.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Nuggets, Porter is out there with Harrison. Then there's Paul Millsap. Then it's JaMychal Green. And it's McGee in at the 5 spot. Fast break, Dallas. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the dunk by Powell.
Got to give it up for Powell now. I mean, he excels at rising off the ground to punch home these alley-oops.
Here's Harrison, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Millsap finds McGee. Pass to Millsap. And he converts the layup. Millsap's got his first points of the game.
Love watching Millsap go to work inside. He's a pretty smooth operator in the paint. Good footwork, good strength, and good touch.
Pass to Powell. Now here's Cauley Stein. And there's the pass to Hardaway. From deep three-point range. And it's Denver with the rebound. And Porter, here we go. It's rebounded by Brunson. Mavericks leading by 16.
And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They've brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take them to another level for sure.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Reddick comes in for Maxi Kleber, and it's Burke in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Millsap. It's good. Millsap's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but looks like they're putting it together right now. Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Cauley Stein. Porzingis comes in for Dwight Powell. Richardson, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Doncic is subbed in for Trey Burke. Doncic outside. Outside Hardaway. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Boy, that quick trigger mindset. When Hardaway Jr. is firing away like this, you know he's feeling it.
Morris passes to Jokic. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, their skill, power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Jokic is one of those new breed of positionless players. On any given night, he could lead the team in points, rebounds, or assists, or maybe all three, triple-double like.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Dallas. Rivers against Doncic. Marjanovic kicks to Finney-Smith. Back to Marjanovic, and it's sent back by Jokic.
Need more of this from Jokic. When he's active on defense, he's a capable shot blocker.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Outside Gordon. 1:06 left in the first half. Passes it to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
You can't afford to lose sight of Jokic, not even for a second. This guy's always a threat to hurt you on the offensive boards.
And here is Doncic. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Good on the shot. And the Mavericks lead by 14.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Here's Rivers, and then Rivers with the dunk.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Here's Richardson, and that'll be 2 free. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action. And so it's Dallas up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Beth. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They are leading by 12. And that...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Boban Marjanovic, he's really playing well.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
They've got Cauley Stein, Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. And there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fellas.
The kick out to Porter. Off target from three-point range.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Jermichael Green comes in for Aaron Gordon, and it's Shaquille Harrison in for Monte Morris. Here's Doncic, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 16.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Jokic, no good. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Doncic, and it's Dallas with another.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
The Nuggets trail by 18.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And, boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
A different look for Dallas. Powell comes in for Porzingis. Hardaway is subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Denver with a change here, too. McGee's checked in. And Green slams it in.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Doncic left. Out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Rivers surveying the D. Over Richardson. Rivers can't get it to go.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Pass to Harrison. Kicks to McGee. A floater. Powell with the steal. Richardson against Rivers. Pass to Doncic. To the middle. Dallas moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Porter against Hardaway. McGee with the block.
Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot blocking.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Redick comes in for Dwight Powell. Burke, he's checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. The Nuggets also changing it up. Paul Millsap's checked in for JaMychal Green. Gordon comes in for Michael Porter. And Monte Morris subbed in for Austin Rivers. Now Brunson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Outside Hardaway. Back to Brunson. Shoots from 12. And the jumper falls for him. And the Mavericks lead by 19.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Morris. And he uses the glass on the layup. Morris has got 5 points so far.
I think his unselfish attitude is really a big part of what makes Millsap a leader on the court, and the ability to make some dynamic passes doesn't hurt either.
35 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Burke. Rebounded by McGee. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. 17-point game. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. And it's sent back by Millsap.
Can't ignore Millsap's defensive instincts. Excellent timing, rising up to block shots.
Gordon kicks to Morris. And it falls over the rim and in. Morris has got 4 points this quarter. One second left. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks riding a 15-point lead. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The Nuggets trail by 15, and Denver will start the fourth quarter with Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Monte Morris is out there with Porter, and it's Gordon in at the small forward. Morris kicks to Millsap. Out to Morris. 5 on the clock. No good on the three. Dallas leading by 15. Hardaway with it. Powell, the pass to Kleba. Here's Hardaway. Guarded by Porter. Back to Hardaway. Here's Powell. Doesn't go that time. Now Denver takes it the other way. Millsap attacking. The feed to Porter. Down low, Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Tell you what, with Jokic, you've got to foul him harder than that. This big fella takes pride in finishing through the defense.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Porzingis, he's checked in for Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Maxi Kleba. Josh Richardson's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Doncic looking it over. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Boy, a strong, versatile offensive player. Doncic capable of burning you from anywhere on the floor.
Morris against Doncic. The pass. To Porter. Back to Morris.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Boy, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
Marjanovic kicks to Doncic. Offensive rebound Mavericks. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That is his first foul of the game. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Morris against Doncic. Morris passes to Millsap over Porzingis. That one a little long. Mavericks leading by 14. Inside. Back to Richardson. Rebound by the Nuggets. Here's Morris. Mavericks with the rebound. Doncic has got his... Porzingis finds Richardson from deep. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
Here's Doncic. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Boy, Luka Doncic, such an all-around skill set. I mean, the defense having a real hard time containing him tonight.
Rivers kicks to Jokic. A putback, and it's Millsap with the extra effort.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Doncic outside. Misses off the right iron. The Nuggets trail by 12. Millsap trying to get open. A nice shot by Rivers.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Richardson the pass to Porzingis. Rivers against Doncic. Back to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Boy, what a brilliant find by Doncic.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Denver. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. He feeds it to Millsap. It's Rivers on the wing. And the wide open shot from Morris. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Dallas has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Mavericks.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Luka Doncic.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
The shot and game clock separated by 4 to the inside. Here's Porzingis out to Doncic. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Nuggets on D. They trail by 14. 6 to shoot. Passes it to Melli. From deep. No good. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. Even early on in this one.